Headlines: The Ministry of Health is working to control hepatitis cases in Ethiopia. Kenya steps up polio immunization campaigns targeting vulnerable refugee communities. Those are the top news items for this edition. I'm Rahel Taklianis with the morning news from ETV. Stay with me. The Council of Ethiopian People's Revolutionary Democratic Front (EPRDF) is holding its regular session. According to a statement from the office of the EPRDF Secretariat, the Council is expected to appraise the organization's performance over the past budget year in light of the annual as well as the growth and transformation plan. The meeting would evaluate activities carried out over the year to bring about rural and urban development and to ensure good governance. It will also assess political and organizational undertakings. Accordingly, the status of agricultural production and productivity, natural resource and irrigation development, and infrastructural and social service expansion in rural Ethiopia would be covered. Coming to urban centers, the meeting would review works done to curb unemployment, ensure good governance, and transform the urban political economy through building an urban development army. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs says encouraging results have been registered in attracting investment and promoting strategic partnership in the concluding Ethiopian budget year. A conference which the ministry organized in Addis Ababa for Ethiopian ambassadors and consul generals worldwide has been concluded yesterday. The conference dealt with evaluating the 2005 Ethiopian calendar year performance and put direction for the coming budget year. Foreign Minister Dr. Theodros Adhanom said at the conference that attracting investment and strengthening strategic partnership with neighboring countries as well as foreign trade are some among the sectors where successful results have been observed. The conference also saw ways of promoting investment alternatives in the country to attract more investors into the country. It also put directions to work together with the mass media, authors and artists to strengthen public diplomacy in the coming Ethiopian budget year. Addis Ababa Land Development and Urban Renewal Agency is set to launch redevelopment projects in 4 subsidies of the capital, which would cover a total of 96 hectares. Abroteshta has more.
Deputy General Manager of the agency, Girma Brhanu, told Walta Information Center that the redevelopment projects will cover a total of 96 hectares in Kirkos, Lideta, Addis Katama and Arada subcities. 30 hectares of plot in Kirkos subcity is one of the projects whose groundwork are set to commence this budget year. The project dubbed Kazanchis 2 is an extension to an earlier redevelopment project in the same area fittingly referred to as Kazanchis 1, now the site of high-rise buildings and international hotels. The agency will launch 2 redevelopment projects in Lideta subcity, already the site of a major redevelopment project known as Sangatara Lideta Firdibet 1, which is now nearing completion. The first project is an extension to Sangatara Lideta Firdibet 1 project and covers an area of 10.4 hectares, while the other is a project covering 16.7 hectares in the area locally known as Geja Safar. Another 23 hectares of land in the area locally known as American Gibi in Addis Katama subcity is also included in this year's redevelopment plan, according to the Deputy General Manager. The fifth is an 11.6 hectares project in the Jajube area, Arada subcity, out of which 8 hectares is earmarked for a terminal station for the Addis Ababa light rail transit. The agency has deployed adequate number of staff in all subcities to effectively execute the projects, Girma said. He added consultations with officials of subcity administrations have been conducted. The city administration provides replacement houses or plots as well as compensations for people who would be forced to relocate due to the redevelopment projects. Now we are waiting to find out the number of people who will be relocated so that we will accurately assess the amount of compensations and the number of replacement houses needed, Girma told Walta.
The Ethiopian Roads Authority carried out the construction of more than 15 road projects with a combined cost of 7.6 billion birr last Ethiopian budget year. Communication Director with the authority, Samson Wandimu, told Ethiopian News Agency that more than 1,000 kilometers long roads went operational during the stated period. 75% of the projects were asphalt roads. 63% of the construction cost was covered by the government of Ethiopia. According to the director, 83% of the projects were carried out by local contractors. He said various agreements have been signed to construct 26 road projects with over 28 billion birr during the coming year. The Ministry of Health is working to control hepatitis cases through increasing the awareness of the public towards controlling the disease. Currently, more than 10 million people are infected by hepatitis in Ethiopia. Habib Mohammed has more.
Statistics shows close to 10 million people are infected by hepatitis in Ethiopia, especially with type B and C. Dr. Abate Bagi, Associate Professor at the Addis Ababa University, said the disease is among the communicable disease and can also be caused by 7 types of viruses causing the disease.
The way of transmission is similar with HIV. The hepatitis-causing virus could also be transmitted during maternal delivery from mother to child if there would be contact on blood.
He advised medical checkup is necessary as the symptoms of the hepatitis could not always seen with a short period of time. Mulat Amdi is a patient attending medical treatment.
We only know that we are infected by the disease when we make a medical checkup. At least we need to make a medical checkup once a year to help us prevent the disease. Prevention is the best mechanism as the medicines are not effective and also highly expensive.
Dr. Addis Tamre from the Ethiopian Health Ministry said that the ministry is working to increase awareness raising about the disease.
We give priority in educating the public by enduring ways of controlling the disease by increasing their awareness of how to protecting it. We are also working to protect the disease, especially hepatitis B, through vaccination.
He also mentioned that health extension workers are playing a great role through teaching the society about the disease and its protection.
Ethiopian Shipping and Logistics Service Enterprise evaluated its performance last budget year and set directions for the coming year. Enterprise Chief Executive Officer Ahmed Dusa stated that though the enterprise is showing progress towards alleviating some of its challenges, it still has to go a long way to meet the demand of its customers. Deputy Chief for Port and Terminal Sector, Desalegn Gebrehiwot, said the enterprise has embarked on installing infrastructure to expand its services. Desalegn added that the enterprise has brought modern machineries with 70 million birr, which will ease the process of loading and unloading containers. Ethiopian Broadcasting Authority has managed to collect 4.2 million birr revenue from broadcasters operating in the country. Agency's Deputy General Director Leul Gabru said the number of community radios operating in the country has reached 16. The agency has also given licenses to 2 additional community radio stations in the just concluded Ethiopian budget year. It has also licensed 25 newspapers and magazine publishing companies. According to the Deputy General Director, the agency has managed to accomplish 92% of the plan. Deputy Chief Administrator of Gambella Region said tangible results have been achieved in poverty reduction development programs during the last 3 GTP years. The Deputy Chief, who is also Agriculture Bureau Head of the region, Engineer Olero Opio, told ENA that execution of the agriculture, education, potable water and resettlement sectors have been effective in the stated time. He said it was possible to raise agriculture production from 160 quintals to 1.4 million quintals over the last 3 years. The administration also managed to raise its primary education education coverage from 72% to 94%. Potable water coverage is also up from 65% to 79%. The regional administration is determined to achieve more in major development goals during the remaining 2 GTP years.